Hello, it's the 12th of October 2019 and you join us as we visit a brand new park for another day of spooky fun. This is Coastersaurus.
Hey, hey, find me no love.
Dear Peter, happy birthday to you. Ooh, spooky cake.
Birthday surprise. This weekend we are going to Liseberg.
Good morning. Yes, it was Peter's birthday a couple of days ago, and as a special birthday treat, we've come all the way over to Sweden to visit Liseberg. It's a park that we've never visited before, so we've got plenty of coasters to have a look at, and also because it is in the middle of their Halloween event, we get to have a look at some spooky stuff as well. So we're going to be having a look in the mazes later too. For now, we're going to walk into the park, have a look at what we can find, and get on some rides. Right, it is time for our first coaster and we're going to start the day with a bit of wood. So we're going to jump straight on Balder and I'll let you know what we think when we come off. That's a cracking woody, that. Glassy smooth, freakily smooth, almost like a steely. It's really not what you expect to find from a woody, but there is so much airtime. That is insane. Ridiculous dollops of airtime all the way through that thing. That's really good. Can't wait to try that later on after it's warmed up a bit. Tina, what do you reckon?
Oh, that was amazing, yeah. The airtime's just fantastic.
Great airtime on that
Peter
thing.
really enjoyed that, didn't you?
Yeah, what do you reckon, Peter? How was that?
That's amazing.
Is that really good?
Yes.
Right. Can we try another one?
Yes.
Come on then. Right, now we're going to try a flat ride, and this is one of the rides that I have been waiting for quite a while. I'm a massive fan of Maelstrom at Drayton Manor. That has to be my favourite flat ride. So now we're going to get on its big daddy, and we're going to try Loki. Well, Loki didn't disappoint. That was brilliant. Really, really enjoyed that one. As I said before, I absolutely adore Maelstrom. I really do like the intimate gyro swings, and that one is ridiculous. It is so insane. Absolutely love it. How was Loki?
That was amazing. So good. It was like Maelstrom's big daddy.
It was insane.
So good.
How was Loki?
That was amazing.
So good.
That's better than Maelstrom.
It is better than Maelstrom. It's very, very good. Come on, are we going to have a look at Valkyria? Good-o. Yes, it is time for another coaster. It's time for us to get on Valkyria. This is the brand new B&M dive coaster, opened just last year, and I can't wait. Well, Valkyria was brilliant. That was so good.
Yeah.
Really, really enjoyed that.
That drop is pretty good, actually.
Yeah, it's a decent drop on that. Still not quite as good as Oblivion's drop. I think it's going to be difficult to top that, to be fair. But the rest of the coaster is so good. It's really, really fun.
Yeah.
Peter? How was Valkyria?
That was really good.
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, it's better than Baron.
Yeah. It's not wrong, that's a lot better than Baron. Yeah,
it's
really good. Right, so we've got a few coasters in now, and I think it's time that we started with some spooky. So we're going into our first scare maze, and this one is Zombie. Well, Zombie was really very nicely themed. The theming in there was great. Maze itself was quite tame. There weren't that many actors, and we didn't get a huge amount of scares. It's themed to an office that is in the middle of a zombie apocalypse. It starts off with seeming like things are not quite right. We have the odd zombie crawling over a desk, but as you get further and further into the maze, it gets an awful lot darker, a lot bloodier, and And yeah, the theming is done extremely well. There's an awful lot of detail as you go through the whole maze, especially as you get later into it through kitchens and toilets. It gets quite grim, but yeah, it's a really, really nicely themed maze, extremely well done. It's just a shame that there weren't really quite the scares that we were expecting to find in there. Might give that one a go later on and see if it's any better later at night, as it is quite early yet, so perhaps things have been toned down until later. We can only wait and see. It's raining. Yeah, it's now throwing it down, but as it's approaching lunchtime, I think we're going to take this opportunity to go and find some food, because we're all really hungry and could do with a bite to eat before we tackle more of the coasters. Well, the rain has stopped, thankfully, and yeah, it's time to have a look at some more rides. So we're having a look at some of the kiddies rides, and this area of the park is lovely. There's some really nice children's rides, and a couple of kiddie coasters, so we're going to have a look at those in a second. Peter's just been running around this sort of house/play area thing, and it's really, really nice. I'm not sure what he's up to now though. Right, so how was Standbound then?
That was actually good.
You enjoyed that? Excellent. Yeah, that is not a bad little kiddie cred. 3 lakh special, a Helix and a kind of airtime hill. Yeah, that's quite a lot of fun. You do get quite a lot of force as you're whipped around the top of that Helix when you're sat on the back of it, so that's pretty good. It's a Preston and Barbieri mini coaster. It's not one that I've done before. What are you doing back there? Oh my god. Yeah, it's a Preston and Barbieri mini coaster, so it's not a type that I've ridden before. But actually, that's quite a lot of fun, and not a bad little kiddie coaster. Right, there's one more kiddie cred, which is just around the corner from here, and that is Rabalder, which is another little Sierra Force. So we're going to have a go at that one as well, and see what that one's like. We've just done Rabalder, and actually that was pretty fun. It's a little Sierra Force, one of the older models, which means the trains are not comfortable in any way, shape or form, especially for the larger gentlemen, shall we say. No, the coaster itself is pretty good. There's some nice gentle forces on that, and yeah, pleasant little kiddie ride. That's a good one. Right, so that's the kiddie creds out of the way. We've still got 2 big creds to do. So we're heading on next to Helix. doesn't feel like it's lacking pacing that other Mac launches do. There's a lot of airtime. It's a nice floaty coaster. It's not particularly intense. It's just a really enjoyable ride. So what do you reckon to Helix?
Helix is just fab.
Helix is really good.
Really good.
Yeah. It carries a lot of speed into the elements on that.
It's long
in
as
a really
well.
good way. It's a really long coaster. It's really floaty. It's
airtime.
Yeah, there's a lot of airtime, and I really like the way that it interacts with the landscape as well.
And Liseberg Bannon.
Yeah, it's more of a terrain coaster than some. It works really well with the landscape.
Kind of, it goes into sort of rock work and through that tunnel and things.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah, really good.
That's really good. Really enjoyed that one. So, Peter, what did you think of Helix?
That was amazing.
Was that really good?
Yes.
Lots of fun.
Yes, also lots of hang time. That last airtime hill is just amazing.
It's quite bonkers, isn't it?
Yes. It's about everything matters. It's about speed, it's about the airtime, it's about the G-force. It's about everything.
You don't know what you're talking about, do you? No.
Airtime, I think.
Airtime, yes. Airtime.
In your top 10?
I think so. I think so in top 5 as well.
You think that's in your top 5? Ooh, good stuff. Well, after doing Helix, and while we're still up at the top end of the park, we're going to jump in another scare maze. This one, the Experiment. Well, we've just come out of the Experiment, and again, very dark, very, very creepy. It's an X-Science experiment gone wrong sort of maze. Lots of weird contraptions and people being brutally dismembered. There's a lot more actors in there than there were in Zombie. Some really, really good jump scares throughout. Again, the theming is very, very good. They've paid a lot of attention to detail in that. I was really quite impressed with that. That's a very creepy maze, really well executed, and really did enjoy that one. We have got one more coaster to get today, and that is Liseberg Bannon, and that's where we're heading now. Liseberg Bannon is fab. That is so much fun. 1987 Schwarzkopf classic. I love it. It's so good. Really fast. Great sense of speed on that thing. It's I really, really enjoyed that. Peter, what do you reckon to Liseberg Bannon?
That was amazing.
You really enjoyed it, didn't you?
Yes.
But good fun.
Yes.
So, how's Liseberg Bannon?
Oh, Liseberg Bannon's brilliant. I love a good Schwarzkopf coaster.
Good fun,
That was
isn't it?
really good fun, and it's getting dusky, and it's just really good.
Yeah, as soon as I said, it's now getting dusky, the lights are on, it's all getting a little bit spooky. It's really, really pretty in the park today.
Definitely,
Yeah, really,
really
having
nice.
a good day. Well, we're back in the park and on the hunt for spooky, and we're going to start off by heading back into the kiddie area for a spooky boat ride. Right, we're heading into yet another maze, and this one is Vinden. So, let's see what we make of this. We've just come out of Vinden, and that was really very good. Again, as with all the mazes here that we've done so far, the theming is incredible. There's some really interesting twists with that one. There's a really weird builder's lift that you get in at the start as you're going into that, and then once you get upstairs into it, it's all based around an attic. And again, as with other attic mazes that we've done, it's full of creepy kids and creepy dolls. So you've got lots of actors running around pretending to be these creepy kids that are chasing you around and trying to play. You've then got a load of dolls. In fact, towards the end, you've got these animatronic dolls, which really did creep me out completely. It's a decent length. The theming is amazing. The actors are really good, and there are a lot of them in there. The similarities to the attic at Alton Towers can't be ignored. A very similar feel to it, although the one at Towers is very much a gothic horror type thing, and this is just really just plain creepy. It's the best maze I've done so far today. It's really very good. And so after coming out of Vinden, we are now heading around the corner, and we're going to pop into Hotel Gaston.
Right, what are we going on, Peter?
Loki in the dark.
Loki in the dark. So what have we just been on?
Loki in the dark.
Loki in the dark, and it was really good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that. Daddy's still in the scare mazes, so we'll go and do a few more bits, but Loki was amazing in the dark.
Yes.
What are we going on?
Balder.
Night ride on Balder.
Yeah.
Come on then, let's go.
Yeah, well, we've now come out of Hotel Gaston again. Incredible theming. In fact, that has got to be the best theming that we've seen in any of the mazes here today. Lots and lots of actors in there with some great jump scares. The theming, again, I've got to come back to that. There's some brilliant rooms and scenes in there. There's a flooded room which works really well. And also just things like down to a gap in the floor where there's a plank over it. They use a glass floor, you can see down into lower floors. It's really quite freaky. The only gripe I've got with that maze is it's a hands on shoulders maze, and the group we were with really were basically trying to run through it, so it did feel very rushed through that maze. If we'd been able to go at a slightly slower pace, I might have enjoyed it slightly more. But having said that, I really did think it was very good, and I did enjoy it. It's just a shame that you couldn't have taken a bit more time to see what was going on in there, because the theming was really very good in it. Right, it's time to take a short break from scare mazing, and we're going to do a few more coasters. To start with, we're going to head over and get a night ride on Helix. also with a final few rides on the bigger coasters here, that does bring our evening to a close. We've spent most of the evening re-riding the coasters. We've been on Helix, we've ridden that right the way into the night, especially as that's been open very late. We've also been riding Liseberg Halloween, we've been riding Boulder, we've been on Valkyria, we've been riding everything we can. We've had loads and loads of rides. We have also completed 4 out of the 5 mazes. Unfortunately, we haven't managed to get into Skoggen, which is the new maze for this year. It did end up closing early because of the length of the queue, which is a real shame, but it was very, very busy and there was no way that we were going to be able to get in that. Of the 4 mazes that we have done, my favourite has been Vinden. That was very, very good, very creepy, with the creepy kids and the creepy dolls. We also really did enjoy Hotel Gaston. That also was very good. The experiment also was a lot of fun. The only one that we were slightly disappointed with was Zombie. It really didn't have the same level of scare of the other 3 mazes that we did. One of the things that's very obvious with all of the mazes here is they put an awful lot of effort into making them look as good as they can be. The theming level in there is really, really very good. There's some amazing coasters at the park. We can't really come here without talking about the coasters. Helix is incredible. Night rides on that thing are absolutely insane. Boulder is disturbingly smooth for a wooden coaster, but there's so much airtime on that thing. Valkyria is a great dive machine. And Liseberg Halloween is an absolute delight. Absolutely love that coaster. It's so fast, so smooth. It really is a classic Schwarzkopf coaster. I really do love Schwarzkopfs. That one is an absolute beauty. Let's say it is now getting very, very late. Helix is still running, but I think after an incredibly early start this morning, it is very much time for me to get to bed. We are back in the morning, and so until then, good night. Good morning. Yes, it's day 2. We're back in the park, and as we managed to get all the rides and mazes done yesterday, we're gonna spend the day getting re-rides. So we're starting the day, we're gonna head down to Valkyria and get another ride on that. We've had a few rides. We've been riding on Valkyria, we've been riding on Boulder, we've had another go on Loki, and we've just gone into Zombie for another time, and that was much better.
That was really intense. I didn't do it yesterday, but it was really good. Yeah, loads of scares in there.
A lot more actors and a lot more jump scares. That was much better
really good,
than
really
yesterday. Yeah, that was really good.
The theming in there is brilliant.
The theming is
so
very good.
And the squishy floor.
Yeah. No, that's
really
brilliant.
Good.
Really good. Right, so Tina's just been through Vinden. How was that?
Just no. No and no again. I don't like dolls at all. I'm decided that's it. After Doll's House and that, no. And the attic at Towers, no.
So
the bit that got me, they've got like 5 foot odd dolls.
Oh, the animatronic?
Yeah, but there was an actor in there as well, and she was like statue still and then shot out at me, and I just screamed.
What do you think of the maze then?
Creepy.
It's good, isn't it?
It's really good. The theming's amazing.
Yeah.
My God. No, I won't be going in there again if I can help it.
Brilliant.
No, I spent the whole base just going, no, get me out of here.
Great.
So yeah, it's really good. It's good fun, but it's the one thing I personally find creepy is dolls. So no. Yeah.
Yes, we've been having a few rides. We've just had a bite to eat, and yeah, I think it's time for another couple of coasters.
Invaded
I know
between
there's a rabbit in the middle as well. Hello. Right, are we going to do another ride?
Yeah.
Where are we going to go then next? Helix. Yes. Time for a ride on Helix. So while Peter and I have been riding Helix, Tina has been having a look at the experiment. So what do you think of that?
That was really good. Best bit, Callum jumping.
Oh dear.
Like 6 feet off the ground.
Oh dear, oh dear.
So funny. The actors in there were really good.
Yeah.
The theming though as well, again,
Yeah.
really good. Nice to do some different mazes for me, I think.
Yeah.
You know, when you're not expecting or not knowing what's there makes a big difference. So yeah, it was good.
Excellent. Hi Peter, how was Aerospin?
That was scary.
That really scary?
Yeah.
Oh dear, was it fun though?
Yes, just watching the person in front of me just flipping up. I couldn't do it.
Oh dear.
Like, I couldn't even reach both sides, so I didn't really care. But it was just because of the height of it.
It was just scary, was it?
It was just because of the height of it. It's really high.
Oh wow. So after a final ride on Helix, that does bring to an end our trip here to Liseberg. We've had a brilliant weekend.
Oh, it's been amazing,
really good.
yeah.
What's your highlight been this weekend?
Helix, Liseberg Valley, Loki was brilliant.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely. Peter, what's been your highlight this weekend?
It has been Helix,
Yeah.
Loki,
Oh.
Valkyria,
Oh.
Valda.
Yep. Basically everything, which I don't really blame him. There's not really a bad ride here at all. They're all really very good and all a whole lot of fun. Yeah, I've also enjoyed Helix. I've also enjoyed a lot of the mazes. I mean, Vinden was great. That was so good. Yeah. The rabbit's back. Yeah, which was your favourite maze team?
Vinden was really freaky.
That really freaked you out, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. No, the Halloween event here is brilliant. They really do go all out with the theming and the mazes. They look really good. Yeah, we've had good run-throughs on all of the mazes now at different times. Yeah, there hasn't been a bad one with all we've done. The only one we've not managed to do is Skogan. We did get on it yesterday and it isn't open yet, which is a shame because we need to now head back to the airport.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we've got to go before that reopens tonight. That is all that we've got time for today. And so, until next time, bye-bye.
Bye.
I do hope that you enjoyed our video today. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button. And if you really want to find out when a video goes up, then hit the bell as well. For other stuff that we're up to, have a look on our social media pages and you can find the links to those down in the description. Again, thanks for watching and we'll speak to you next time. Bye bye.